Alrighty. We are locked in. Which I guess I could have done sooner.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, we are seeing Snipe coming out with the long range
Big
with the
splasher in there.
Let's see, so pretty hustle grab for mid there, as seems like most teams on left there are splitting into that one section, trying to really anchor a specific spot, whereas a little bit more spread out coming in from the purple team there. Yes, purple team is, we're trying. Oh, nice. Alright, cool. So Kimmy's doing a little bit of sharking there, coming in unknown. Might be able to take out that Stingray there, actually. Nice.
Oh, here we go.
And can potentially get the jump. It has the armor still, so can be able to bomb an armor to cap the zone. There we go. A 1v1 over on the corner with Rachel and Bruce. Bruce gets the double on that, looks like. Nice. Slosher's coming in. Cap zone, but might not be keeping an eye out for Morgan behind.
Is this the auto mode? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it hasn't let me actually activate it.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
But here we go.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. Morgan's holding the middle there. Watching below.
Just going up for another armor, it seems. Keeping that turf covered while they have two
Pokey
down.
Sprays the mid.
Mm-hmm.
Taking advantage of that armor.
Oh, yeah, that armor definitely had a good impact. Seeing the special chain here, and that might keep the zone if they can keep it through the rain there.
If there's anything that makes me want a GG, it is a laser straight through some bubbles.
Ooh, one single hit on the Snipe. Not enough, so having to back up.
I was like watching other people play.
Koki playing dangerously with that sniper, and not able to take out the jumps, but still able to keep the zone, which is really what's needed right now. Keep that penalty ticking down. Looking at the map, though, it's looking like some safe jumps for Takuno.
Uh-oh, surrounded. There we are. Green taking some control.
But even though with a zone, 3 down, so it might be if the We're Trying team can try to paint, that is going to be their zone.
They are trying.
It really comes down to that right corner there. They're able to keep the zone, but being able to get that right corner to keep the Snipe out of position is really going to be what's needed to anchor this game.
Sniping on Wahoo World is always a scary thing.
Pyra with those snipes. And able to move in a little bit more confidently here. This is probably going to count down rather quickly. And some missiles coming in to a devastating blow there. Lead is going in to splash attack with Takuno getting in some dangerous situations. And taking out a kill.
But getting out of them too.
Yeah.
Oh, those rolls.
Ooh.
Oh, we're all dead.
Still with the last one up is Quarter Squid.
Oh, there's
those bubbles are
and they save. They can save.
A great way of saving and stopping the zone, and able to put a lot more pressure on those who just jumped in. That is a wipe. Now, control over that right side is going to be what's so important to lock this out. Now that they not only have the zone, but they have a little bit more than the zone. That's where the game is going to come down to. Will they be able to chain enough specials, or are they just going to get stuck in spawn? Oh! And the lead going back to... We're Trying. Oh!
So close. Right on that point. Some friendly sportsman-like GGs going around. Yeah.
And some good kills on both sides, but just the turf coverage and being able to keep not only the zone, but just a little bit in front of the zone. That's where it matters. All right, so next up, we are going to tower control on Monta Maria.
Where's that one at now? Yeah, that is.
And this map has some interesting checkpoints. The first 20 points or so is very easy to go back and forth. But once you're able to get past that second checkpoint, that's where it really becomes a struggle pushing in from spawn. And again, like we saw from the last match with the longer range weapons that don't have much give once they get locked back in spawn, that can happen here as well.
Yeah, there's some interesting vertical play on Monta Maria that is different from your regular turf war. And I actually quite like not having that pillar in the middle. It opens up the area, but also opens it up for snipers and splatlings and your usual disasters.
Yeah, the long-range weapons do really well here when it is like a splat zones game where it's keeping mid. Yeah. So it just depends on how well they're able to anchor those cubbies and if they're able to get any flanks or in ways that can take out some of that longer range support.
Otherwise, you're right, it just comes down to the two towers just on the other side of the middle where hopefully you can control that. And I like how there's the two ways in now. It's not just a one-way street coming up defensively. You can also go through that offensively and command that tower.
Yeah, as long as the tower hasn't been pushed in too much, right? Mm-hmm. Once the tower starts getting into, like, the... There we go.
Looks like we're all ready.
You were all waiting for our commentary.
We haven't even talked about the boat on the right side yet.
Yeah.
It's a really cool boat. Man, it's weird seeing yourself on the screen.
So, like, looking into a mirror. Another neat thing as well here is being able to see the special gauge on the top of the screen, as well as the kills and assists. So something new in the latest update here is being able to see who's close to building their special and who's racking up those kills and assists. So it looks like a pretty neutral team at the moment, but Drew's able to go in with
some buckets.
Yeah, some quick sloshes.
Oh. Back in the action.
And Arcbot having the range to keep off the flankers, but still not being able to outrange the Splatling.
Oh, being bold with that bucket.
Trade coming in with a Clash Blast and Neon Takuno.
Just gotta ride that time. Oh, hard with the chicken on there.
Yeah. But doing good to get a couple of hits in, to get some turf in, and then to quickly pull back. Looks like going in with a flank here, too. Able just to support from that cubby. Missiles charged, so we'll see as those come in.
Oh, no.
Nick was some aggressive plays there, and the missile's starting to come in, but might not be enough to get it past to stop the checkpoints here. And this is really the dangerous point. Once it gets in here, you either stop it easily or you get locked in spawn. Stu, Arcbot doing a good job keeping his ground.
For me, you almost have to wait for a wipe before you move past this point, but that's hard to get.
The rain going to be a good method of keeping people out. Some good dodges. Just needed one or two more to sneak out of there.
Looks like they're all pulling back from their spawn. That was a full wipe.
So now it really becomes a game of mid. How well are they going to be able to just keep this mid and cubby areas? If they're able to keep it well, then it's going to be difficult to get another push going here. That Stingray definitely going to help support, though.
Suction bombs are so good at zoning out. You don't want to approach those at any time. Regular splat bombs, you just know you have to run. But suction bombs, you're like, no, I have to wait and then run.
Our bud doing a good job keeping out of those missiles. And again, not having to feel too pressured to push up. Really just comes down to being able to defend the cubby, defend the tower there. And once you got a lead into 19, it does make it a lot more comfortable to play a bit more defensively.
Oh.
A 2v1 with Arcbot keeping that flat, going down though to the slosh. Quarter squid, yeah, hopping on tower. With the support of Kimmy here. We'll see how this plays out. Taking out the Flash Blaster in that cubby. Gonna make it a little easier to push in, but still, they have a long ways to go to make this go. Takuna doing a great job protecting the tower. That Clash Blaster, especially powerful when people are rushing to jump on tower as soon as possible. Ooh.
Splatling doing some work.
Quick kill from the mini Splatling there. And the missiles coming in, that will definitely help with the push. Morgan's stuck in ink there, yeah, having to lock out, and with the jumps coming in, Tokyo will have to be very protective in that positioning. With the left plat going down to Splash Attack. Splash Attack getting back on the tower, saying, hey, we're not going to sit around and wait for you to take it. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Sure are.
Koki coming in for the flank, though. 20 seconds left. Again, this will be a pretty difficult push, but not unmanageable, especially with those missiles coming in.
There's a lot you can do.
And here comes the Stingray to help the push, but it might not be enough to clinch the tower at the moment.
Well played.
All right, so we are looking 1-1. So going into game 3, this is going to be Rainmaker on Camp Triggerfish.
It's right on here. It's the Reek.
Yeah. And Rainmaker Camp Triggerfish has always been one of my favorite maps. I really miss it back from the Splatoon 1 days. My favorite was playing Carbon Deco with the Seekers on this. And like spamming Seekers and swimming down the middle. That was, Yeah, Rainmaker.
Oh, my bad. We skipped forward, yeah.
Okay,
you sure you don't want to play some Clam Blitz?
No, Rainmaker here is so much better. Clam Blitz, not so much. All right.
That's what I did.
There we go. But yeah, things have changed a little bit since Splatoon 1 on this map. Ink rails are now a thing, and the shortcut bridge that you can actually walk if you're pushing up front.
Yeah.
That can really take you for surprise.
Especially with the start at Rainmaker and the two high ledges on either side of the bridge there. Very easy for snipers to take a commanding position over that bridge. Very scary to cross that and even grab the Rainmaker in the first place as that first push.
Yeah.
Depending on how that initial...
This map really does come down, like, the first 30 seconds to minute on this map can usually dictate the path of the game.
Quite a bit.
Like, the quick pop, whoever gets quick pop on this has such a good advantage. Usually you will get 1 or 2 kills in that pop. And if you're immediately 2 down with the Rainmaker against you, then that's a
scenario. Yeah, that just gets harder and harder.
Yeah, you can usually, if you can get
fighting it with 2 people, but really you just got to delay them and wait until the rest of your team comes to back you up. Otherwise,
exactly
2v3 in a Rainmaker.
So it's not difficult if you do get that quick pop and you have like 1 or 2 down to get 40 or so on your push.
No.
50 to 40 in that range.
So
but we'll see.
Fairly mixed teams here. We've got a lot of mid-range on...
Yeah, Takuna bringing in the Ink Brush with the Snipe coming in as well. Sniper can be really devastating from that window there. Looks like One snipe taking out for sure.
Which is definitely interesting, depending on the size of the bubble, that limits or benefits the sniper's options.
Seems like Takuno accidentally picking up the Rainmaker, but some clean snipes coming through just on the defense there. Nice spacing with that
Quite a bit going on.
suction bomb, but the
Explosions coming out.
yeah, the grab going in for Koki. Able to swim through that bomb. That was a very
bold move.
Yes.
Able to pull that a little deeper in, get that 250.
And again, here's what we're talking about. Being able to get this into like that 40-50 mark, that's really going to dictate the flow of the rest of the game. Because now, not only does the yellow team of Splash Attack here have to push it out of their 50, they also have to
gotta gain that ground.
Yeah, get the ground back. The mid can be really difficult to get on this here, especially like those jumps coming in.
Really
now that is a full wipe. That is a full wipe, and it looks like Takuna's
pull.
pushing in with a special,
Oh,
taken out by
special
Koki. So it looks like they're gonna have to go on the elbow to push. Artbot put in a compromising situation, and that Stingray coming in to help pressure the Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker's got
Oh!
Pushing that right to 73. Getting
Very
close.
close.
Getting close. But now, the ball's in whose court? They're just going to let it sit for a little bit, marinate.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, who's in a
And
rush?
again, they
Although,
we're trying.
with a full wipe.
Has the advantage
Ooh.
here. Even getting it that far with the snipe, it's still going to be a bit of a challenge to push it further.
Oh no, too much rain. Yeah,
Koki being
stealing that rail is very important.
Yeah, Koki being
Prevents
very
any, backwards spikes.
smart in keeping the ink painted not only on the zone but on that behind zone area. Really good backline support.
This is very hard for the other team to push into.
Koki able to reposition.
There's no other backwards way.
And with a fully charged Splatling, that might pop quickly
Never
for...
seen
Oh, as
Maybe
a
that's
brush,
why.
yeah, that wall is very, very useful. Great on defense, though.
I would say that the sprays from above from a paintbrush can be very dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's a staple camping spot for me for sure.
Alrighty. Dodging the explosion. Punk's being very smart.
Pyro with a clean snipe there as well too. But again, it's just so difficult to get that extra ground back once that first push has been made. You really need to get a good wipe or a few down with a push.
Here, but
yeah,
saw right through the flank.
Yeah, Arcbot might have to push back there in order to live. We'll see. Keeping that elbow though.
Ooh.
And Arcbot smart in keeping that elbow as long as they did. Though a full wipe going down. So this might be the counter push needed.
Yeah, let's see how this goes here. Ooh, juicy.
Some missiles coming in, and they only need 50. 8 more points.
Let's see what they can do. Coming in.
Just wasn't quick enough on the counter push there. So
can he get away? He can. Can he attack? He can't. Oh, that's all right.
So it looks like with
alive on both sides.
Yeah. Nice snipe jumping down from the side, but splatter scope goes down as well too. So this is just like a like a 1v1 trade. Really difficult to get back to that.
Ooh, that Rainmaker deadly in these narrow hallways. Although you can't move around as fast if you are charging the Rainmaker.
Interesting trade there, but probably the smartest play to make in that scenario, keeping the Rainmaker neutralized. Morgan jumping in.
Rest of the team waiting until they
Can
have
just
support.
yeah, keeping the Rainmaker in really compromising situations.
Zoning is really important in this middle area.
Being able to pull back and outrange for the close the melee weapons like the brush is going to give a harder time for the snipe to quickly play. That being said, counter push can happen.
So
and
close.
there's the stop.
Very close game. Both teams, a lot of push and pull. Trying to be sneaking, going up that left side. Each time had their chances.
But again, exactly like what I said in the beginning, that first push, that first pop, and whatever ground you can get in that sets the tone or the pace for how much more you have to push the rest of the game. And on that full wipe, they just needed to coordinate a little better on having the paint on the ground to swim and push Rainmaker. Once they were past that 50 mark, it would have totally changed the course of the game. But yeah, now we're moving on to Clam Blitz.
Can't be a competitive player without some sass.
I can at least be competitive with my sass.
It's recommended.
Should do like sassy call-outs where we're like,
Sassy call-outs.
you know, they really should have gotten those shots. Wow, that was a pretty big mistake by that player.
Ooh, that was a great shot. If only it didn't miss.
Yeah, exactly. The player is able to make all the bullets come out of their weapon. Their next step is going to be getting them to hit the enemy.
The paintbrush has their paintbrush on the ground. And again. And again. Didn't know they could do that. I thought they just mashed.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, that's just the ones I play with. Octobrushes don't mash. They have to limit their ink. Pick their battles.
Yep.
Were you working the watch?
No.
Oh man. I did the Friday. That was oh boy. Alrighty, here we go for some Clam Blitz.
Now we are seeing some more close-range weapons coming in here. The Octobrush and Roller on one side, the Inkbrush Nouveau for that baller cheese on the other. Takuno.
Both teams looking to clash here.
Picking up as many clams as he can, but being taken out at the get-go.
Alright, we've got a lot going on here, but it looks like Blobber is taking command over the middle area here.
And that is actually a full team wipe down on...
Let's see what ground they can make here. There is a football. You need to grab it before it times out. There you are. It does put the target on your back. There we are.
And able to get the football in. Not able to make more of a push off of it. Those missiles might do some damage, but it looks like that may be the stop at the time being.
Very advantageous taking that while everybody's pumped up. Really helps out in that.
And Artbuck with a quick pop off on the Octobrush. Looking for that second kill, but Quarter Squid able to pick it up.
Oh, that's not where you want a baller to be. Oh, but now the flank.
Oh, and that splashdown jump with the clam. That is
some points in there.
That hurts.
Ooh.
But some very strategic plays.
That's
Koki with
in a very awkward area here.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays you need to make in Clam Blitz. It's not often about the like the one big clam you can get in, but it's about like that team wipe.
Yeah.
That really puts you in the 30s and the 40s.
I've had this before. It is important to burst that barrier, though. If all your team gets a team wipe, nobody has any clams, you're right back where you started.
That was a really good call out. Koki able to quickly respond to that call out and get the flank coming in. So that keeps things nice and neutralized. The flank's still looking to push in on the...
Oh, that's exactly where I like it to be, though.
That
right
corner.
In the middle on the bridge.
Yep.
Alrighty, we've got everybody coming together here. First one.
And a double from the Roller. Morgan's got the clam. Able to get it in. 3 down on the side of We're Trying. But Morgan
they're
taking a nice...
so hard. Everybody's working so hard. This
Hard to keep track of who's
getting tighter. Yeah, I'm
oh, and that is the full wipe. 2 more clams needed to even that out, but some good stops coming in there. Defense where it's needed, and yeah, not letting them get comfortable or pull any more clams together. This is all about keeping that lead, keeping that penalty on.
Can you see where? No, you can't see there. Oh no. Yeah, looks like most people are just sticking around that one corner for now. Do what you can.
Oh,
no. And that's just your forward button, but I sorry, that's the sassy commentating button.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah, having that target on your back as you cross the whole map is a scary thing.
It is. Now, it does allow for your teammates to try and get some good baited kills. That being said, it's not in the favor of Splash Attack. All right, if we're trying for now. Splash Attack is getting some good jumps. And still trying to keep this push going. Ooh.
A lot going on here.
And that is going to stop the penalty. And now we're into the 20s. And Takuna getting... almost. One more in. Then one more in. There we go. So now with less than a minute on the clock, this is going to be very important, not only for the turf coverage, but also the clam coverage. Who's going to be able to stow the most clams away to keep this match going? 2 down on Splash Attack, so this might be enough of a push with Koki's flank there. And a little bit more turf. Keeps the football alive, but goes down to some of the shots from ArcBot there. And as people are squirming for that last football, it becomes
the most
an easy target. Yeah, as the timer times down, right?
Yep. Team Green had been able to get that football. It might have been a different game. Might have been last-minute dunk.
So this is going to game 5. Yeah, we are
Here we go.
We are 2-2.
So we haven't hit this yet.
Yeah, we haven't even seen this map today.
First game 5 of the day, and we're heading to Splat Zones at ArcBot
Inc. Academy. ArcBot's Inc. Academy. ArcBot, tell us a little bit about what's in your Inc. Academy.
I think for a best 5 it should be a turf war, but who am I to say? There it was. ArcBot Inc. Academy. It should be an Inc. Academy.
Yeah, Inc. Academy.
I guess. You can only make up so many words.
All right, we good? Looking good? All right.
We're always looking good here.
So, yeah, this is an interesting map. It can either be very, very much locked out if you let the opponents take out your plat. If you're able to keep your plat painted and keep your specials building, this is a map where you can easily change the course of the game with one special chain. Like somebody throws in bubbles and rain, bam, that's zone for you, and you might be able to get enough kills to like swing the tide. But if you're able to lock out your opponent's plat for them not to be able to turf and build their specials, then it makes it much harder to have those counter pushes. So,
especially a rain, if you've already got control of the middle, you just took that center splat zone and you throw in some rain just to zone them out. Nobody's pushing in through rain.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Yeah, and another map as well where team communication really helps. That top mid part is like, if I'm a brush, I'm on that top mid, and I'm able to paint the whole zone. But if there's one good long range player who's comfortably sitting on their plat, then it like it shuts that strategy down completely.
Both teams racing towards the middle.
Yeah, looking like pretty even in coverage at the moment. Nobody's quite secured it, so it's really going to come down to that first kill, which looks like it's going to be on Takuna today.
They're still keeping.
But with Pyro building up that special, might be enough to stop the zone. We'll see. Yeah.
Not losing control.
Morgan pulling back a little bit just to keep the zone, keep the spacing. They're almost up with their special as well too, so that armor can help the team. And as the armor goes up, the zone changes hands. Arkbot with some good flanks. Gets one hit off of it and lives to tell the tale. Looking for the second, but that does force Koki and Kimmy back into the corner.
Not a safe place to jump, but yeah,
still could be anyone's game. Slosher given some really good angling over those edges there, but it does look like the specials are in the favor of we're trying for the moment.
Oh, those
two with that Stingray. That will be hard to come back from. And again, you'll see that plat area is what's most important to keep when the zone is so evenly tied. Those specials can really help. Help in chaining back. But Quarter Squid with the their own bubbles.
Explosion versus Explosion.
Taking out the kill, protecting the jumps. That will be important for the zone.
It's a tough matchup.
Now, they really need to get the penalty if they want to keep the game in play here. And Takuna does that with a bomb rush now on their plat. Gonna be... And again, you'll see...
Those bubbles. So scary.
It's all about protecting that plat, right? They didn't have to stop the zone. It was all about protecting their that bomb rush from getting onto their plat too much.
Yeah. Which they did a spectacular job of zoning that out. Pushing that back, throwing those bubbles out to... Well, it should have intimidated them.
Exactly.
Definitely challenge them later on.
Exactly, right? You need to...
That full flank.
And does Koki see the flank? Is able to swim back, but not able to make a play out of it. So...
All of Team 4 dead except for Hustlepump.
And not winning that 1v1, so the countdown does go. The penalty is almost off.
Covering
in
all
the
the
favor.
ground before getting to Kuno. Oh, that Splat Bomb finally finding its mark. Still explosion towards the center here, getting taken out by Hero Splatling.
We'll see with 7 seconds on, that might be game. The bomb rush not enough to stop the zone, so...
The sheer amount of bullets that gun can hold is scary. What a wonderful, quick game 5, but it went both ways.
Absolutely. That map does feel a lot more balanced in the back and forth playoff of it. But yeah, some good plays all around. Koki with that anchor, keeping it locked.
You betcha. I'm just happy we made it to that best of 5. That was a fantastic set.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Congratulations to all our players for all these wonderful, fine kids and squids who came out to spend the Saturday afternoon with us.
I believe we may be joining for some recreational games, less so on the round robin spread.
Yeah.
I think we might be keeping the same teams, but I'm hearing
yeah, we'll see.
We may do some more ranked style matches. We might do some turf war, who knows? But bumper brushes is always a team favorite.